Hey guys, MC Mora here, and today finally I have some good news because Street Fighter 6 Online, at least on PC on Steam, have been fixed. About a month ago I made a video. It was this one called Capcom made Street Fighter 6 Online a lot worse, and in that video I talked about how Street Fighter 6 on PC had an issue where the game was forcing a relay connection, and it was really in-depth video. I suggest you take a look at it. I will leave a link to it in the pinned comment so you can see it. And the thing is, instead of Capcom or Street Fighter 6 trying to match you peer-to-peer, what was happening was you will match it to Steam, and then Steam would send the data to the other guy, so the server was always in the middle. And this video did really well. Like the video did 14k, people talked about it a lot. I was kind of surprised that I didn't see any of the quote-unquote big names talk about like the online. But I think that is the sort of stuff that can get you sent to the Shadow Realm if you actually discuss it. And during the video, I tested Street Fighter 6 and I tested Guilty Gear Strive and I tested Tekken, some other games, and didn't have any issue. But later on, I did find out that Melty Blood have the same issue. And this is a game that I don't typically play, but I actually did check this out, and they were having the same issue as Street Fighter 6. And we raised the problem, we raised the concerns, and upon finding out, we did detect that this was a Steam issue more so than a Capcom specific issue. But it have more to do with how Capcom handles how the matchmaking work. And ever since then, there were solutions that came out. One of the most common ones was a mod. People actually did mod Street Fighter 6 to force peer-to-peer connection. And I believe this was made by the Russian FGC, so shout out to them. I personally did not share this mod with anyone, and I didn't share it with you guys because I know that there is a lot of people that will not be comfortable modding the game, and there is just a lot of people that doesn't like using mod, right? And I don't know the legality of it, so I never really went over it. But what I was doing and what a lot of people was doing was actually downloading an older version of Steam. So here is what's going on, right? There is something called the Steam Stun server, right? That's what's called. Stun is S-T-U-N, and it's pretty much the NAT servers for Steam. What this did is establish connection between players, and this is what would help matchmaking and connect you like peer-to-peer. And apparently there was an issue with the Stun servers on Steam, and that's why you were not getting the peer-to-peer connection, and instead you were getting the relay connection, right? And the reason that on console Street Fighter 6 was working really well was that it used the Azuri server, and that's actually what this mod does. The PC mod that they were doing is it would force a peer-to-peer through Azuri instead of using the Steam datagram relay, not using the Stun servers, but instead you're using Azure, right? And that is the default for console, and that's why if you're matching with someone on console, obviously PlayStation Network does not really use the Stun or the Steam servers, so it was all about Azure, pretty much using like a neutral or like a global match servering system, right? And that is what the mod does. But I didn't share it because, again, I'm not sure of the legality. But what I was doing, what a lot of other people were doing, the safest way possible was to download an older version of Steam. And when you download the older version of Steam, you would download it. It was the January version of Steam, and then you would turn off the auto update, and that is when the game would actually work normally, and you will get like the peer-to-peer connection. But this had the two parties being under like that older version of Steam, right? So again, it wasn't like super optimal solution. But a breach, because finally this actually have been fixed. What happened is Steam issued an update. There's a Steam client beta update that would on the 8th of June, and the patch, the update targets a specific thing, and that is peer-to-peer connection. Fixed a bug causing NAT traversal to fail for many peer-to-peer connections. And that's it. Obviously, this is still a beta client of Steam, and for the peer-to-peer to function normally, you still have to download like both of the guys have to be on the Steam client beta. But what this means is that just in a small while, I don't know, like maybe a couple of weeks, maybe months, I don't know how regularly Steam update, this issue is gonna get fixed. I personally tried it. Getting this to is very easy. Like all you gotta do is head over to the Steam, head to the setting, and then check out the interface, and you will find here like client beta participation, and you have to set like the Steam beta update. You do that, Steam is gonna restart, it's gonna download that update, and voila, boot Street Fighter. And if the other party, if your friend has that as well, you are getting peer-to-peer connections like Street Fighter have always used to function. This is a big relief, especially in communities like Egypt, like ours, where we don't have a huge number of players, and the servers, we don't have like Steam servers in Egypt, so it was kind of hard to connect. And again, not many people are gonna be comfortable modding the game. Not everyone is gonna be comfortable downloading an older version of Steam. Like we did all of these workarounds, but thankfully this have been updated. The mod was kind of dangerous, to be honest, because you have to manipulate the RE framework so that you will force it to use Azori, and it was like a really complicated process. And obviously I always kind of worried about like the older Steam, but what we got now thankfully is an official fix that anyone can do. Like if you are on Steam, just make it so that you download the beta update, maybe just to get this to work, and if you're not comfortable you can turn it later off. Yeah, so Street Fighter 6 peer-to-peer now PC, we're back to working normally. I have a World Warrior event in it's on the 13th, also on the Saturday, so thankfully it got fixed just in time for Mura to World Warrior. Figured I would share the update with you guys. It's been a stressful month or so ever since Alex came out. That was actually ever since Alex came out, so it's been a while actually. It's also over the month. I think Alex came out in late March. Oh my god, it's been over a month. Yeah, but thankfully we're back and things hopefully can improve from this point onward. Let me know your experience, try it out. It's an official way, you don't have to do any crazy stuff to get it to work, and hopefully it will be fixed on your end as well. I tested mine, and thankfully we are good to go. I will leave a link to the Patreon, Discord, Twitter, and Twitch pages in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and stay safe.